Hello everybody, happy Friday! Hope you're doing very well, and whether you're at school, college, university, or some works, you probably have already broken up for the Christmas holidays. Oh yes, beautiful, beautiful times. I'm wearing my little Christmas jumper, the Chelsea Rude Hulk one. I noticed Classic Football Shirts did release a newer version of the Chelsea Christmas jumper, but I thought I only wear this like once or twice a year. There's no point in me spending another £40 or whatever it is on something that I'm not going to be wearing either. So yeah, very, very excited. And yeah, almost 2 weeks off for me. What I have to show you today is a shirt that I picked up in the Classic Football Shirts Black Friday deal, so nearly a month ago or so now. And usually you've got to decide, do you grab one shirt that's a little bit more expensive, but after the deductions it's a little bit more palatable, or do you pick up 2 or 3 shirts that are a little cheaper and you can sort of push up the numbers? And when I was scrolling through the options, I realised that this shirt in here only had medium left to purchase, so clearly a very popular one. And I thought if I don't grab it now, I'm probably never going to be able to get it going forward. So that's what I landed on. I hope it looks as good in person as it did online. So let's just get it open and see what it's all about. Should be nice. We have the usual thing. We actually have a trading card. I feel like we've only been getting these when it's a brand new shirt. And it is, it's Ronaldinho. My favourite player of all time. A lot of people's favourite player of all time, certainly from that generation. What do we got in here? So there's nothing else there. This is very, very good. There we go. Front of the shirt. I reckon a lot of you will be able to pick this up. Certainly be able to pick up the manufacturer. And then there's a little bit more of the shirt. So let's get this open. Throw that to the side. Okay then. So rear of the shirt. Okay then. So it is black and gold. That's always a good start, wouldn't you say? On the back of the neck we have a number of stars. I wonder what those stars could mean. Also got a little bit of a slit in the old reverse of the collar. You see it on the front usually. Anything else floating around that sort of stands out? Not really, it's just pretty much a plain black design with a bit of gold. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's bring it around to the front and see if there's anything here that made me want to make the purchase. Okay then, there it is. Very good. So it's clearly it's a continuation of the black and the gold, but maybe from this angle you might start to see a little bit of something on the front. If I bring it to the camera and go like that, maybe you'll start to see some designs that go up and down the front of the shirt. And it's that particular styling and approach that definitely caught my eye. In fact, it's a shirt that I already have spoken about on one of my videos when I was pointing out some of the best released for the current season. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful shirt. You've got the sponsors, which have been transferred plastically, and then you have sort of almost like a 3D plastic transfer for the Macron logo, and then of course the club crest is again similar 3D in approach. We have our little tag, which has the price on it, though of course much cheaper I picked it up for. And then on the inside we have the typical colours that you would expect for this club. So I don't think there's anything else that's going to be needing to be mentioned. I shall dress the mannequin and then we'll go over it in a little bit more detail. Okie dokie then, so there is the shirt, black and gold, shimmering beautifully. Who is the club? You can probably tell from by looking at it when I was showing you. It is FC Nantes, and this is their away shirt from the current season 24-25. Of course, bought from Classic Football Shirts with 20% discount, and after that it was about £55.99. Pretty decent price. It's still, not a cheap shirt, but considering at one point it would have been close to 70, 80, I'm not too upset making the purchase. Of course, I did mention that there was only medium to purchase at the time that I did it. At the time of filming, it's still there, but by the time it's released, who knows? There clearly ain't going to be that many floating around. You probably can still maybe buy it from the Macron store if you were really interested. But yeah, Yeah, it definitely had to be added to my collection. So FC Nantes were founded in 1943 and come from the city of Nantes, pretty self-explanatory, which is in the west of France. Now, when it comes to the league they play in Ligue 1, which is obviously the top tier in France, and roughly at the time of recording, they're about 13th. So, bottom half, shall we say. They're probably going to hope that they can push on a little bit more as the season progresses, though last season they did finish in 13th, so at the very least they are consistent. So as long as they don't get relegated, I'm sure they'll be pretty pleased. Historically, though, they are one of the most successful French teams, having won top tier 8 times, with the most recent being in 2000-2001, which is quite a bit of time ago. And I always mention this, but whenever you get into football, at least it is for me, the teams that were successful around that period always in your head remain as a successful team, regardless if they are or not. I got into football about 2000-2001. Clearly, I saw FC Nantes as the best team in France at that point. So whenever I think about them, I just think they are an amazing team, which historically they are. But in reality, over the last recent years, they've found themselves bouncing between the first and second divisions, certainly not trying to win league title. So for me personally, it would be nice just to see them achieving a little bit more success. Unfortunately, obviously, recently, they're maybe more famous for their incident involving Emiliano Sala and the tragedy involving the transfer between the club, the Plains, and obviously Cardiff, which is just obviously terrible. When it comes to the rivals, they have rivals with Bordeaux, Saint-Etienne, and Angers. I have all of those clubs. I have all 4 of those clubs now, so that's quite good. I can put them all together. I'm slowly getting to a point where I have Ligue 1 already ticked off. I have actually requested for some French teams over Christmas. Whether or not I get them or not, I don't know. But I can't be that far off getting the top tier done. There's maybe 3 or 4 that I need. So we'll see how that one goes. Obviously, this is a Macron shirt. I mean, we know what Macron can do. I don't need to talk about them as much as I would like to. Beautiful detailing. It's a subtle design. Sometimes it's really in your face, but you kind of have to get a little bit closer to see the details. But boy, are the details there. So it features symbols and monuments from the city of Nantes. And I'm going to read off what they are because I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. So you've got the Castle of the Dukes of Brittany, the Passage Pommerais, the Lieu Unique and Breton Towers, the Gratelin Theatre, and of course the stadium that the team play at. I'm sure I mispronounced some of those there, but that's pretty decent effort, I would say, for myself. Beautiful detailing, and yeah, it definitely makes the idea of going to Nantes an interesting concept for me personally. But yeah, that's not bad. And obviously on the back of the neck we saw 8 stars, which counts for 8 league titles. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, so small little details like that, but they do actually mean something. But there we go. It's just beautiful. Black and gold. Very, very rarely does it sort of not hit the target. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. That's not a bad one. Probably will be the final shirt that I will show you this year that I've purchased. It's a nice way to sign off. So usually over Christmas I'll get 3 or 4, depending on how lucky I am, Christmas gifts. Obviously I'll start going through those over the next sort of X amount of videos. If I do one a week, that's almost like a month's worth. What I also intend to do, and hopefully when this video is released I will have done, is make a purchase of a shirt from a country that I don't have representation of, and a country that I just haven't seen shirts for whatsoever, at least not sort of stadium new shirts. It's going to take a while to get here, which is a bit of an annoyance considering how much I'm going to have to pay for the shipping. But I think when it arrives, hopefully it arrives, it's going to be a nice shirt, so that's exciting. And of course the video I'll be releasing very soon over the sort of Christmas period will be my favourite purchases of the year. A combination of just design, rarity, how difficult it was, whatever it is, sort of going all together. And I mean, this one, it could find itself there. Don't necessarily think it's going to be at the top, but it could find itself sneaking in sort of 10th or 9th. It's one of those ones where right now, off the top of my head, I can't truly remember what I have added to my collection. I know it's certainly not as crazy as the year before, and who knows what 2025 is going to be like. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I'm pretty excited for it. I like where my collection sits right now, and you know, who knows going forward. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great Christmas. I really genuinely do, regardless if you celebrate it, don't celebrate it, just enjoying some time off with family, friends. And of course, if you are going to be buying some football shirts, I hope it's something that you really, really, really want. Yeah, we'll see you before the new year, so then I'll wish you all the best then. So, guys, thank you as always for watching my videos. I genuinely, really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.